co-founder of OZUKÉ, which is a pickle, sauerkraut, and kimchi company. We are located just outside of Boulder, Colorado, and we make really delicious fermented foods. I am standing in what we call the cave, which is right next to our office and break room. So these are 55-gallon barrels.
Wow, full of kraut and kimchi.
Yeah, with airlocks on them.
Okay.
And the reason the office and the fermentation space are right next to each other is so that we can maintain a steady 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit year-round.
So what's the temp of this room in
Right
here?
now, it is probably just around 70 degrees. Here we go. Yeah, it's 70 degrees.
Okay.
So being able to keep it cool makes it so that I can control the fermentation process. It's like steady any time of year.
Yeah. And at any given time, how many barrels do you have fermenting? So these are each 55 gallons. That's a lot.
I mean, generally about 50 barrels.
50. Okay, wow. And how long do they ferment for? Most people are just fermenting in jars, so it doesn't take that long because they're small, you know? But
the different products we make take different amounts of time. So the kimchi are the fastest. They go about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then everything else goes about a month.
okay.
And our beets we ferment for more than a month because otherwise they're explosive.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, interesting.
And beets just have a lot of natural sugars in them.
Yeah.
This is a piece of art one of our employees made for us. Our LLC is called Esoteric Food Company.
I figured when I drove up that was you. I didn't see an OZUKÉ sign, but I was like, that must be Mara. Okay. Here we are. So, what does OZUKÉ mean?
OZUKÉ means the best pickled things.
That it in
Sort of.
in
Japanese.
What? In Japanese.
Kind of. It's sort of it's a little bit of a poetic take on the words.
On
Yeah.
pickled things. So
Tsukemono means pickling. Or pickles. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. How did you think of that name?
We were just going with zuke or zukemono. I was a Japanese chef for many, many years, so I'm very inspired by Japanese food.
Cool.
So this is the shipping cooler. Here, let me turn some lights on for us.
Okay.
This is the shipping cooler.
Oh, wow.
So we fill this up every week with finished products. Here are those umeboshi plums. You should take some.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I didn't realize that you were selling these. I mean,
This is another new thing we started making.
Oh, wow. Kimchi. Oh, my God.
It's basically kimchi that tastes like marijuana.
Okay. Does it have any effects?
No.
No.
It's just the flavor. We
Okay.
actually had it tested, and the medical effects, the CBD. This is special hemp that's bred for the CBD properties. Fermentation actually dissipates those medicinal properties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But the flavor is awesome.
Okay.
So this shipping cooler, we fill it up every week, and we ship stuff out from here every week.
Okay. It seems like, well, I guess this is the case with so many products, but the trick is keeping it cold.
Well, once it's
Yeah.
fermented, you cool it and you keep it cold, and that sort of slows or halts the fermentation process. This is our main, here, I'll put these here for us.
Cool.
This is our main warehouse. Most of what you see here are packaging supplies. And I just got a delivery of packaging supplies, and then also some of the supplies that we use to ferment with.
So your kraut goes and your kimchi goes all over the country, all over the U.S. How many jars are you shipping a week? or is that not how you count it?
I think it's like, you know, between 200 and 500 cases
Oh
a
wow,
week.
wow.
So that's like, multiply that by 6. That's your number of jars.
What's your most popular product?
The kimchi.
The kimchi. Mmm.
So over here is our production room. We're not wearing food safe attire right now.
Okay.
Like normally when we
We're
come into
breaking
this
the
space, we're breaking the rules.
Yeah, so we'll just stand at the door.
No, it's okay. We can walk in.
Okay.
But if we're making food, we'd be wearing hairnets and proper shoes and sleeves, aprons.
Okay.
This is the big walk-in. So raw products. Nice. The cabbages from California. The local cabbages will start in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
And then also some finished product that's waiting to be jarred.
Okay. Cool. So how many people does it take to pull this off? I mean, how many people are on your team?
Right now I have 4 people that work for me.
4, wow. And they're doing prep work.
Yeah, so basically, I'll walk you through what happens. So this is like the sink area where we wash the dishes at the end of the day, but basically all those fresh vegetables, we wash them in this double sink.
Okay.
And then we hand cut them into smaller pieces. And then we have various machines that will cut them into even smaller pieces.
Okay.
And then we mix them and we put them into those big barrels to ferment.
Cool.
And then after they're done fermenting, this is a filling machine, a lidding machine, and then out there is a labeling machine.
Wow. Cool. Is the hemp cheese something that y'all can sell anywhere or just in Colorado?
Anywhere.
Oh, really?
Well, because there's no medicine in it, and hemp is now legal.
That makes sense. They sell hemp milk everywhere.
So this is the end of the production line. Yeah, just
labeled.
like hemp
Yeah,
milk,
hemp
and hemp
milk.
seeds don't have any medicinal property to
Yeah.
them other than being good for your health.
Right.
So that's a heat seal machine.
Okay.
So these go on top of the jars. We call them shrinky dinks. That's like the tamper-proof seal that goes on the lid. And then the heat tunnel melts them, and then the label gets put on. And then we box them up and they go into the cooler ready for shipping.
So did OZUKÉ start out as something you did from your kitchen?
I developed the recipes at home, but
Okay.
In the US the laws are that if you want to sell certain kinds of food, manufactured foods, you have to have a commercial kitchen. So as soon as we got our business plan ready, and we had all our formulations, and we did all the paperwork and registered everything, then we hired or we rented a commissary kitchen.
Okay. Cool.
And we've pretty much been kicked out of every commissary kitchen we've ever been in.
Really?
Until we got our own space, which is this space.
But what was the
Because
issue?
people say we're too stinky.
Oh.
So the girl who's sharing the kitchen, who's making fancy chocolate, she's like, I do not want that stinky, garlic, nasty kimchi in the same space as my chocolates. And I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's why you need your own space. So how long have y'all been in this space?
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really cool. Really nice. A very active area. Cool. So any final words? Like, why should someone eat sauerkraut?
Because it's really, really good for you. I think that in our modern lives, we find ourselves too busy to take care of ourselves properly, and we are stressed out and removed from nature. And I think that eating fermented foods is a good way to connect with nature if you can't go for a hike.
Perfect. Thank you, Mara. Good luck with your future projects.
Thank you.